Sunday night. It has been a weekend full of chores here at the house. All the stuff I actually love to do, gardening, housework, all the things that make me happy. But here at the end of Sunday, it's been really hot. It's 97 today, dry, and I'm tired. Don't feel like cooking, so I am going to make a recipe that I am stealing from a neighbor, Ricky. He made it with some of his zucchini from his garden. If you haven't seen my video of Ricky and Neil's zucchini harvest and how jealous I am of their zucchini harvest, you should check out the link below and watch that video. And this is one of the creative things that Ricky found to do with his zucchini. And it is a zucchini mozzarella tomato salad. And it's cold, the zucchini is raw, and I think that would be the perfect way to wind up this hot, blazing hot weekend here in Texas. Well, to make our salad, we are gonna need a couple of things from the garden. Number one, I've already picked our zucchini. So our zucchini plant over there is the one that provided. And then we also need some basil. So we're gonna steal a little basil off the plant over here, take it on up to the kitchen and put together this salad real quick. This one is the tri basil. It's two colors, red and green, and a curly leaf version. And then we've got this pesto perpetuo basil. I think I'm gonna use this one for tonight's recipe. So I'm gonna just pluck a few of these leaves. Obviously he hasn't had a lot of time to grow yet, and I hate to use up too much, but I think it may actually stimulate some growth. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that, and I'm gonna go ahead and take, oh, I should have brought my little shears, that, and I think that will be the perfect amount of basil for our salad. All right, let's get going. Okay guys, we are back up from the garden, got our fresh basil all rinsed off and ready to go, and it smells divine. I highly encourage you to please plant yourself some basil. That is one of the things here in Texas that you can grow very well during the summer, so don't hesitate, plant that. And we're about to get started on this cold zucchini salad, and the star of the show comes from the garden, and just picked him yesterday morning. And we're going to spiralize him for our salad. And we are going to use the ribbon spiralize. So I'm excited to show you that. The other ingredients in the salad are tomatoes. I am using some store-bought. I know it's sad. But our garden tomatoes are not quite ready yet. Very, very soon. Until then, we have to suffer through with these. Then we've got mozzarella, fresh mozzarella. Now the recipe calls for mozzarella balls, and I admit those would be adorable and lovely in this recipe, but this is what I have. So we're gonna have mozzarella squares. There you go. It also calls for a very nice vinaigrette, and the vinaigrette is super easy to make. You're gonna see the recipe in the links below. So if you'd like to make the homemade vinaigrette, please do so. It's super easy. White wine vinegar, lemon juice, olive oil, salt and pepper, garlic, shallot. Shake that up in a mason jar and you're ready to go. But I'm going to take a shortcut. I have some leftover Green Chef meal dressing packs in my fridge that I've been holding on to, and they need to get used up. So I'm going to be using a combo of the Green Chef basil vinaigrette and the red wine vinaigrette. I'm just going to mix them. I know, I'm crazy, but it's going to be delicious. I know it is. So let's get started. First things first, we need to get the spiralizer out. I keep it in my closet. I don't get a chance to use it very often. So here it is. It's all clean and ready to go. Now we have to get the right, it's the white blade. See if I can get it out of here. It doesn't want to come out. Why don't you want to come out, white blade? There we go. The red one back. All right, to change the blade, you simply just pull out the other one. We use zucchini noodles a lot, So that's the gray one. Here is the one to make the ribbons. I want the ribbons. All right, so let's get to making here. First thing we want to do is we want to cut off the first end of your zucchini. Now my zucchini has a slight curve to it, so we'll see how that's going to impact our ability to make good ribbons. I'm going to start with the small end. I think the fat end here is going to make better ribbons, but let's just give this a go. Now, these have suction cups on the bottom, so it works really good when you suction cup it to like a nice solid countertop surface. I don't have that, so mine kind of wobbles and flops around, and you know, unfortunate, but that's the way it is. So let's see what I can make happen here. I'm probably like forgetting a step, but let's see what happens when I start spinning. Oh yeah, it's making beautiful. And we're gonna have to reposition now. So I got some great spiralized or ribbon sliced zucchini, but I'm at a spot where I need to change direction because of the curve in my zucchini. So we're just going to reposition him, recenter the anchor point and the twist mechanism, and get going again. Oh yeah, that's making perfect spiralized ribbons. See what I mean? I wish I had a nice solid counter surface to suction this to. Oh, it's so much fun. I love making zoodles of any shape. Okay, we're done. So that was the hardest part of the whole night. I'm going to save this to go into the garden. This is my little compost bin there. So we'll put the center pieces and the ends into the compost bucket. And here is the product of our hard work. It looks great. And that's going to make a real fun salad to eat. All right. I'll wash this guy up in a few minutes. Let's move on to the other fun parts of our salad, and that's going to be our tomatoes, basil, and mozzarella. All right, I'm just going to check on these to see if any have any bad ends, anything that needs to be trimmed off. And other than that, they're just going to get popped into the same bowl with the zucchini. I love these grape tomatoes. They're one of my favorite tomatoes, and they grow great in a Texas garden. Cherry tomatoes, Roma tomatoes, pear-shaped tomatoes, grape tomatoes. You will have a great amount of success growing those types of tomatoes in a Texas garden. Some of the, you know, beefsteak and that kind, you can have some success, don't get me wrong, but I just have more success with these smaller fruiting tomatoes. It has to do with the heat. I'm sorry, but tomatoes don't love the Texas heat. So I find that these smaller fruiting tomatoes do better. All right, we've got our tomatoes on board, quartered. I think it's time for some fresh basil. I'm just gonna strip all these leaves off. Got a little bit of the red and some of the green. And then I'm just gonna kind of pile them up together, roll them up into kind of a ball, and just give them, I think it's called a chiffonade. I'm no officially trained chef. I just do what works. And these little thin strips I get when I roll this up are going to be perfect for this particular salad. I want that fresh basil flavor all through my salad. Okay, let's just put that in there. So this is kind of like a little bit like the fresh tomato basil salad that you see in a lot of places. But you know what I like? Has the added bang of vegetable. We need more vegetable in our diets. We do not eat enough vegetables, just us in general, our culture. And so this is a great way to sneak in some much needed veggies and make them delicious. You pair a cheese with pretty much anything in my household and it's going to get eaten. And again, the recipe calls for mozzarella balls. I don't have that. So I'm just going to make like little squares out of my pre-sliced fresh mozzarella. And then I'm just going to take them and I'm going to sprinkle them all over this. I think that will be a good amount. My fresh mozzarella package was 16 ounces and I used about half. So that's 8 ounces. And the recipe calls for 5 ounces of small fresh mozzarella balls. So you know what? For my family, a few extra mozzarella pieces is probably the right way to go anyway. All right, so most of the hard work is really done at this point. I'm going to take this basil vinaigrette from Green Chef. If you were making your own vinaigrette at home, at this point, you would just go ahead and make it and dress your salad. I'm going to do this. And my family also loves a lot of dressing. So I'm just going to use these 2 packs. One was a sugar-free red wine vinaigrette with Dijon, and the other one was a basil vinaigrette. Can't have too much dressing. There we go. All right. And I think the last step here is to just kind of toss this around. Oh my heavens. That looks really fantastic. I think I am even going to perhaps use my new, did you guys watch my video on Lavender Fest at Becker Vineyards in Fredericksburg, Texas? I did some shopping, which I didn't do a great job of documenting my shopping, but I did get some cool stuff there. This is one of them. This is a Turkish pepper mill. And then we got some peppercorns from Madagascar. Oh, wow. Let me tell you what, that is a treat. This is a lot of flavor, and this grinder is fantastic. So I just went ahead and added a little bit of fresh black pepper. And I think it's going to have, my case, it's going to have plenty of salt from the packaged dressing. But if you weren't sure, you could just go ahead and sneak a bite. That's delicious. I need nothing else in this. No salt, no pepper. It's perfect. I'm going to give one of these fresh zucchini slices a try. That's delicious. Raw zucchini is delicious. So here is a great summer salad. This would be a fantastic side, or in my case, this is it. This is all we're getting for dinner tonight. This is a main course. I'm going to count that cheese as our protein, and I'm not turning on the stove. So I hope you enjoyed this salad. I can't wait to enjoy it myself. And stay cool out there, everybody. Bye. See ya. I can't tell you how much I enjoyed making and eating this salad. I highly recommend it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please make sure to subscribe. I need some subscribers out there, people. Give it a like. Thanks, everybody.